This world is getting so cold. I wanna keep running like a soldier. Somebody must have touched my soul, cause there ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, cause everybody's getting so lazy. Don't want nobody touch my hair, cause a lot of sisters acting too crazy. And them not tough like this, rough like this, and them not nice like this. Some can't take it when you talk true sense. Rather hear the words that glorify nonsense, yes. And I got my brain, and I'm pretty like my mama. I don't wanna pick your brains, I just want the microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I wanna share my love, but it's gotta be with someone who's precious. You're never gonna get my love, accepting that you're real precious. You're never gonna cramp my style, baby, cause I get a lot of pleasure. And if you wanna test my style, you better have a whole lot of measure, cause I'm a rock back chick, never tag along the never look back chick. Trendy, a little crazy, intelligently singing rock back chick. No sticks, no stones, or any kind of weapon don't belong here. I don't wanna break no bones, I just want a microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, 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 good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, viewers. It's 7 a.m. It's the 22nd of December. Yes, Wednesday, the 22nd of December, as we get excited approaching Christmas on Saturday. Yes, folks, it's the Christmas season, and we trust by now most of you have started your cleaning and doing all those things. In fact, some say it's a tradition in our space in the region where you get started on Christmas Eve. We'll see how that goes for some. This is the Tobago Updates morning show coming to you live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. I am Julian Skeet.
And I am Rhea Richardson George, and this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning to Tobago. Good morning, Trinidad. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to those of you viewing us on the live. Julian, good morning to you.
Yes, Rhea, has that Christmas cleaning started as yet at your household?
No.
So you're one of those in that tradition?
It may take me Christmas Day, Boxing Day, the holiday. I cannot be bothered with it this time around, Julian. I think we are too consumed with business and all that's been happening. It's just not on the list of priorities for me right now.
You know how that goes. For the first time in a very long while, I actually started putting up curtains last night. Well, let's say early this morning.
Oh, that explains
because
a lot.
normally I get close to that time frame as well.
Oh.
But I don't know, 2021, something is happening right.
Maybe we'll see some great things happening for 2022.
You never know, Rhea. You never know. What's happening in our Tobago space, Rhea?
Well, some interesting and exciting things happening. We see where Mr. Watson Duke has been relieved of his PSA duties, officially effective December 31st. Yeah?
Yes, correct. And we also see the union responding with the confidence that while he's resigning, they understand he's taking up the fight at a different level, at a higher level, and therefore they support him in that. So that ties in directly with the fact that the AG is also moving forward with his action that he has raised against the Tobago House of Assembly, including the Deputy Chief Secretary Watson Duke. And you know, I think the indication is that it should come before the court in January. so we ought to wait and see. And then we saw the usual politicking continuing,
Yes.
because it was interesting that he made association to the fact that the lawyers being used are lawyers that have previously represented the UNC or been a part. And you know, I just feel like the campaign is over, and I wish that both sides ultimately would put those aside, because remember, we want to move forward with the mindset ultimately that I don't like the idea that you are disenfranchised because you chose to support a party.
That's right.
So ultimately, see the individuals for their capacity and skill set. If you're telling me that your lawyers are not capable persons, then fine. We can discuss it from that perspective. But don't just tell me you want to note that they're affiliated to party.
That's right. That's right. The politics, we're over. We're done with. Elections is over. Let's just move on. I think that's what we want to see. Let's just move on. So, Julian, what's coming up on the program today?
All right, in the lineup this morning, we're talking community development, we're talking youth development, we're talking sport. Ria, you know that automatically speaks to my areas of passion. Folks, you'll be chatting, and we will give you the opportunity to hear from the Secretary with responsibility for the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, Assemblyman Terence Beans. Yes, have no fear. I should throw in there, it's Assemblyman Pastor Terence Beans. Let me put it in the mix so they know, yes, it's we boy coming on. For those of you that are very familiar with Pastor Beans in the Tobago space. And who do you have following Pastor Beans?
Well, just after we chat with Pastor Beans this morning, we will be chatting with Kiana Jones, CEO to Her Perfection Cosmetology Salon. So we'll be chatting a little bit about makeup, and they look good. You know, they look good. And mind you, makeup long ago was just for women, but a lot of men venturing out there.
Thank you, Cassidy, for keeping down my shine on a daily basis. All right. And third on the lineup this morning, we have Veronica Fortune, and that's Healing with Horses. And we look forward to that interview at this time to get a sense from her about, I think there's this new initiative coming out in terms of the Christmas Village. So we're looking forward to hearing about that. And who do we close with this morning?
And then just after that, Julian, you and I will be chatting and probably, you know, hearing from some of the folks on the live. Yeah, we'll be chatting and just sharing from the live, you know, what our friends have to say for the season.
Excellent, not a problem at all. So folks, we continue to connect with you. We want to remind you to continue to share the love, share the love. Ria, you can't miss the birthday shout outs this morning.
No.
So I want to start off this morning's birthday shout outs. Curden Ducks Hislop. Yes, we're calling you out this morning. Birthday blessings coming from the Tobago Updates family. We trust that you have an enjoyable day. Well, persons like you, Curden, suffer the challenge of you might get one gift for birthday and Christmas. But anyhow, I'm making a plug here for Curden. Please separate it. Give the man his birthday gifts today. Give him his Christmas gifts over the weekend. All right, so we want to send our birthday shout outs there this morning. And
if I'm not mistaken,
go ahead, Ria.
If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Maxwell Adeyemi is celebrating his birthday today. And this one is special for me. So, Dr. Max, this one is coming from Auntie Joan, Brother Elton, the entire Richardson/George clan. So, love going out to you today from your Tobago family.
All right. Yes, let me also join in. I met Dr. Max throughout my high school years, getting involved in voluntary work with Rotaract and now involved in Rotary. Certainly committed and dedicated to supporting youth development. So
That's
Dr.
right.
Maxwell Adeyemi, good morning and happy birthday. Shout out to you. Also want to send birthday greetings to Noeline Devines. All right, my classmate, one of those nurses up at the hospital. Frontline service, good morning and happy birthday to you. Also birthday blessings going out to Dexter Wilson and JL Alexander. Yes, Dexter Wilson, man, our past CARICOM youth ambassador.
That's right.
All right, so good morning and happy birthday. We trust that each and every one of you have an enjoyable birthday. Oh, and I can't forget my colleague in Trinidad across the head of the Medical Association, Vishy Bihari, Dr. Vishy Bihari. Birthday blessings going out to you as well.
All right, so lots of great and exciting things. I know in the midst of life there is death. I do not mean to put a damper on things, but I want to send out condolences this morning to the Douglas family and the passing of Suzanne Douglas. That one hit me pretty hard this week. So I want to send condolences to the family, her mom, her parents, her daughter, and God's peace upon you.
All right. And it's important to note that the usual post-executive council media briefing that would have followed executive council meetings will take place this morning at 9 a.m. So we invite persons, of course, to tune in. It takes place this morning, Wednesday, the 22nd of December at 9 a.m. Viewers, we want to invite you to continue to connect with us. Thank you for the love and support. And remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
The Grinch has gone greener. In TNT, we love to lime and laugh a lot, but our waste hurts the earth, and that has got to stop. Good thing for those going greener, stepping up to save the day. Everyday heroes in their own way. You too can show you care. Recycle aluminum, plastic, glass, and Tetra Paks with iCare. Gather up the empties. Take them to your nearest iCare spot. They're all across the country. Check iCare TT and let's clean up. Help clear our drains and landfills. Stop the flood. So simple to do good. Recycle now with iCare. Let's all do our part. Show Sweet TNT we love you with all of our heart. Visit iCare TT for more info.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Talk, watch, and listen to win big this Christmas with a Digicel Prime Bundle. The more you watch, hear, and dance to your favorite Digicel apps, the more chances you have to win thousands of shake-to-win prizes. Enter to win grand prizes of $100,000, home appliances, and groceries valued at $50,000 or free Digicel services for a year. Visit My Digicel or dial *323# to buy a Prime Bundle today. And talk, watch, listen to win big with Digicel. Better together this Christmas.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and you just got a shot of the Buku Beach. But coming up a little bit later on in the program, we will be live with Candice Jackson down at that very same Buku Beach, and lots of exciting things will be coming up on the program, so you don't want to miss it. But right now, for this time, we are chatting with I love how Julian said it, Assemblyman Pastor Terrence Beans. Assemblyman Terrence Beans is on the program with us, Secretary for the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport. Good morning and welcome to you, Terrence Beans. Now, it's going to take me a little while to drop the pastor.
I don't understand why you're putting yourself through all of that.
I tell you, right?
We're good.
All right, so viewers, this morning we are talking about restructuring of ComDev. Now, yes. Assemblyman Beans.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, and of course, good morning to all our viewers and listeners and stuff.
That's right. But first up, we want to say congratulations to you. This is the first time that you're on the program as Assemblyman. The last time you were here, you were a candidate for the PDP. You were just a candidate.
Indeed.
Okay,
Yeah,
and now
a lesser mortal, I dare say.
But now you're wearing the crown. Now,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
and the uneasiest they had that wears the crown.
Yes,
Let's talk a little bit about, you know, how you're able to transition into this new space and this new appointment.
Yes. Well, of course, my involvement in church work for the past 3 decades helps a lot, you know, because of course there is that huge community building component to the vocation, and I always felt that if I was put in this position, this would be one of the areas that I can perhaps make my best contribution. As you can appreciate, the last week and still ongoing, we are trying to get the lay of the land,
Right.
Talking with the different heads of the different departments and so on, and trying to get a sense of where the division has been going. And so far, we've, you know, there are some good things that have been happening in the division, which we're going to continue to build on and to add and stuff. As it relates to youth and sport, we made a conscious decision from you know, from the center, that we're going to give specific responsibilities to those assistant secretaries and so on that have the particular skill set.
Right.
So Mr. Wayne Clark, the assistant secretary clerk, has responsibility, almost autonomy in dealing with youth and sport and so on. Of course, you know, the merging of these divisions and so on requires some work,
right.
You know, and we are still in the preliminary stages of that. In fact, you know, we have to manage, like we had 2 administrators and 2 different plants in terms of geographic location, and today is the final day for the administrator down at youth and sport, so we have to, you know, see how that is going to work. I suspect that we're looking at maybe February thereabout when we could have a nice cohesion in terms of where we want to go. But it's been a very exciting ride thus far. I have to say that the principals up there at community development have been very, very kind and very encouraging. The work environment is very, very uplifting. You understand? I really have no complaint. You know, sometimes you go into a new environment, and especially because of the political trappings, you know, you have this one and that one. I had no such experience, thankfully, and we're looking forward to doing the best that we can with God's help.
Okay, now I know previously, well, years ago, it was a Division of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport, and now we see sport merged with community development. Why sport? And I think, you know, we want to have an idea of why sport with ComDev.
Well, I mean, without having expert information as to, you know, that and the merger, I'm just thinking from a layman's standpoint. You know, sport has been and one of those things that many have said have not gotten the kind of attention that it requires, the kind of resource put in sport to encourage our athletes and stuff and those sport enthusiasts in Tobago. And I think when we talk about building a community, we are talking about building all the facets of the community. And sport is an integral part in building any community. We lament that there are so many of our young people that are not involved in different things and so on. Of course, the climate itself, COVID and all the other things contribute to some of that. But we are finding that there are a lot of young people that just need opportunities. Many of them have tremendous skills. I remember I did a program in Bethel back in maybe about January thereabout, in an attempt to just try and curb some of the uneasiness that was there. And I did a program called Intervention. I just did a small goal competition. and was amazed at the talents that emerged on the field. You know, you see these young people, you see them on the block and whatever, and I was just amazed and encouraged by just that informal type of thing. So I know that if and when we are able to regularize, to optimize our programs, to include all our young people and so on, and even to give it fresh energy or added energy, I should say, from the standpoint of community development, I think that is going to help. All of us are trying to see what we can do to better the situation, and I feel that's going to work.
Now, we are currently in a situation where everything is happening, but a lot of things are happening virtually. What are some of the plans to I mean, we're hearing vaccinate, to operate, yes, and to return, to be able to return to normal.
Yes.
But what are some of the plans that you'd have for the division to see the spaces open up, to see community projects restart, to see, you know, things begin to open up?
Well, because this vaccination issue is pretty fresh, this will require some robust conversations with the principals as to what we can do, we will have to make some adjustments, obviously. And my perspective, I must say, on the present vaccination situation is still loading. It's still loading.
I like how you say it. It's still loading.
Yes.
So you have not come to a conclusion.
I mean, I understand the reality of where we are.
Yes.
You understand? I also understand our people and the apprehensions that some people have and all of that. I do believe that when you are informed, you're supposed to be better able to perform. You understand? However, you know, the dissemination of information and all those kinds of things, sometimes if that is deficient, that can have a negative impact on the recipients of the information. So, like I said, suffice it to say, my position on that is loaded. Nonetheless, I know that, you know, we're dealing with the public service and so on, that we'll have to find a way to continue to get the work done. We'll have to draw on all the minds that we have around and so on, and sit and have some meetings as to how we're going to do this, because everything doesn't stop. It cannot stop, you know, so we have to find a way. And I think that we are innovative people, you know, and we will come up with some scientific solutions to these matters.
Very good. Well, we eagerly await.
Yes.
And what are some of the other plans that you have? Share with us some of the plans for the division.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm prepared to speak in general terms, that you can appreciate, you know, because one of the things that we've been saying is that we did not want to, while every leader, every, you know, a secretary, if you want to put it that way, must come to the table with some ideas himself or herself, but the type of model that we want to implement is a community-driven model. So we want to be able to have this formal interfacing with the community, because I think over the years we find that some of the communities are deficient in terms of their growth and development because some of the programs have been imposed upon them. And so we kind of have a kind of one thing that fits all, and that may not necessarily be true. There are some communities that have some things that are unique to them. So what we are saying to do is to build this community interface platform, okay, so that we can have more information as to what may be endemic to a particular community, and we work on programs or a program to facilitate that. That to me is the better approach, because we're talking about empowerment of the communities as well. This will mean that all those organizations in the average community, whether you call it village council, the NGOs, the football clubs, whatever, all these people have to get involved, because the responsibility for the development of your community is laid squarely on the shoulders of the community. You understand? And of course, the the secretaries and so on are there to assist and to bring their ideas, not necessarily to impose on the overall will of the community. And I believe that is a good approach. I think we get more done when we have good collaboration and buy into what we're trying to do. So I mean, yes, I have some ideas about holistic development. I have a particular peeve about our senior citizens. That is, I mean, I was in Jamaica a few times and I was looking at a particular senior citizens space model that is very holistic, and I think that's one of the things that I would like to see done in the Tobago space. We have a beautiful facility with all the amenities for senior citizens. I ain't talking about a place for them to play bingo and crochet. I'm talking about holistic, and for teaching and for entertainment, for health, you understand, consultations and so on. Because we feel that part of the reason why we see what appears to be the dying of communities is the lack of continuity and passing on some of the things.
I'm really happy that
you understand?
You raised that, yes.
So that is one of the things. We are going to have a senior citizens space. There are some fantastic programs there at the division regarding some tech voc things happening in the different communities, which are very, very encouraging as well, and we want to try and consolidate all of those things.
Okay,
yes.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us this morning, Assemblyman Terrence Baines. And like I said, viewers, we'll have to get used to the Assemblyman Pastor Terrence Baines. But it will take us some time, but we will eventually get there.
Yes.
So, a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you so much, Rian. Thank you.
Okay, so viewers, coming up on the program next, Julian is going to be chatting with Kiana Jones. Now, I'd love to see this. She's going to be talking about makeup. I'm not sure if she's going to be doing any makeup on Julian. I don't know. But certainly, there will be a discussion on makeup. So you can continue to share the live, share the live, share the live.
To all Tobagonians and visitors of this beautiful island, the Tobago Recycling Resource Initiative is seeking your efforts and support in keeping a clean and organized, friendly environment. In doing so, drop-off bins are located at strategic areas around Tobago for your recyclable materials such as plastics, aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and tetra packs in bags, and let's protect our environment. Our own Tobago Recycling Resource Initiative is here to propel that change. Look for the white bin nearest to your area.
The Grinch has gone greener. In TNT, we love to lime and laugh a lot, but our waste hurts the earth, and that has got to stop. Good thing for those going greener, stepping up to save the day. Everyday heroes in their own way. You too can show you care. Recycle aluminum, plastic, glass, and Tetra Paks with iCare. Gather up the empties. Take them to your nearest iCare spot. They're all across the country. Check iCare TT and let's clean up. Help clear our drains and landfills. Stop the flood. So simple to do good. Recycle now with iCare. Let's all do our part. Show Sweet TNT we love you with all of our heart. Visit iCare TT for more info.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Talk, watch, and listen to win big this Christmas with a Digicel Prime Bundle. The more you watch, hear, and dance to your favorite Digicel apps, the more chances you have to win thousands of shake-to-win prizes. Enter to win grand prizes of $100,000, home appliances, and groceries valued at $50,000 or free Digicel services for a year. Visit My Digicel or dial *323# to buy a Prime Bundle today. And talk, watch, listen to win big with Digicel. Better together this Christmas.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Morning. Yes, folks, it's 7:28 a.m. and this is the Tobago Updates morning show coming to you live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. In this segment, we are chatting with a young lady, and certainly the name is Kiana Jones. And in case you're unsure, some of you may be familiar with it, coming from the Miss Heritage Personality Competition 2021, where she placed in the top 3. And I think if my memory serves me well, she had the best gong portrayal for the Miss Heritage Personality Competition. But no, folks, she's not here this morning to talk about Miss Heritage. She's here this morning in her capacity as the CEO of To Her Perfection. And we want to start there, To Her Perfection Cosmetology Salon. Good morning, Kiana.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
So we're going to start on that end, where we're going to chat a bit. Tell us a little bit about To Her Perfection. When did this all start?
To Her Perfection started when I was always interested in doing hair, because my mommy always used to send me to school with some big plaits in my hair, and I was like, no, I don't like that.
This is the point where I say, good morning, Karen.
I don't like that. So I said, you know what, let me invest in doing my hair myself. And I started off with just doing cornrows. And then one day I braided my hair. And I was like, what to say? What to put as my caption on WhatsApp? And I was like, but this braided to my perfection. And I was like, yeah. Braided to her perfection. That is where it all began. I started doing persons hair in school. Then I started braiding my family members' hair, and then I grew from that.
So in what year would this have started for you?
To Her Perfection started in October 2019.
Nice. So seeing that this would have started for you in October 2019, and you know it's of particular interest today that what we're discussing further to that is not only have you gone into the business sector as a young person, but you've also taken the opportunity and recognized the importance of giving back.
Yes.
Tell us what motivated you in that direction.
Well, growing up as a child, I would say I always used to get what I wanted. I never used to have to beg. I never used to have to...
So this is the point where I say, good morning, Ken. So Ken and Karen there.
You know, I always got what I wanted. And last year, I told my dad, I said, Daddy, I want to give back. Daddy, I want to do a hamper drive. And he was like, you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. And he was like, okay, let's go. And, you know, he assisted me last year. And it felt so good. And this year came around and I was like, no, Kiana, you're not going to do it again. And every morning I wake up, I'm like, Kiana, why this thing on your mind? And I was like, you know what? The Lord telling me that you have to do it. And I said to myself, okay, let's put this together. And this year, last year I did 2 hampers. And this year I'm aiming for 5 to 6 hampers.
And what I like particularly, Kiana, tell us about you are actually doing this hamper drive. And the purpose and the target is to assist single parents that are going through rough times. You know, some persons choose young family, some persons choose young persons, some persons choose older persons. But your focus is particularly single parents that are going through tough times. What would have, you know, caused you to zone into that area?
I mean, it's hard for single parents, and I know that because my mom is one. So it's hard, and I know how it could be. So I decided, you know what, instead of focusing on, yes, the big families, and I know there are other persons out there doing hampers and assisting these families. I said, okay, let me focus on the single families, the single fathers, the single mothers. Let me assist them. And I think that it's going to be a good thing, and they are going to feel very happy. They are going to be, trust me, I know how their faces will be when they receive these hampers.
So I know that for a young person, and I want you to share that a little bit, because yes, folks, this is my cousin and I know her pretty well. And I particularly want you to share with persons, because I know if I know all too well, the entire family is tuned in to this interview. How important is that family support? I could see your both grandmothers smiling now, looking on at this interview. How important is that kind of family support to move a young person along, to have this kind of focus in that, in that direction that you do?
I would say it's very important, because for me, I'm a person that if I don't get it right, I'll be like, I'm over with it, I'm done. But I know for sure my mom and my dad, they always motivate me. They keep me on the right track. They keep me going. You know, if I slip somewhere, they will tell me, you know, okay, well, do this way. For sure, I know that my uncle Troy, he plays a big part in my life, because he keeps me going all the time. He keeps me on track. And family to me is just really important. It just keeps me going, because I'm a person that likes to give up a lot.
Excellent. What can we look forward to? Because I know this is perhaps just the start for you.
Yes.
What are you willing to release in terms of some of those plans and those ideas to take things even further in terms of to her perfection?
Well, I always have a passion for teaching. I love to teach. I love kids. But whereas I saw it, I was like, okay, I like to teach, so why not teach cosmetology? And to me, I'm hoping that Tobago will soon have a cosmetology school, because as I am already doing classes, I teach persons how to braid hair, because I find it's important to have a skill. It's always important to have a skill, because you never know where you may be. And I teach persons how to braid, and you know, I have students that left my classes confident and ready to start their own business. And for the future, I would say that I want to own my own cosmetology school in Tobago, because I see that there are a lot of young persons, not only females but males, that are interested in braiding, doing makeup. And for me, that's where I'm going to expand. I'm not only going to be doing hair, I'll be doing makeup, I'll be doing nails, I'll be a cosmetologist.
Excellent. And tell us as well, particularly with your commitment to giving back, can we look forward to the continued development of being able to help those in need?
Yes. If persons are interested in reaching out to me to give me items or to contribute towards the hamper drive, you can contact me at 742-6919, 742-6919, or you can message me on my business page at To Her Perfection on Instagram.
Right, so just repeat that to make sure our viewers capture that information.
Okay. It's 742-6919, 742-6919, and you can also message me on my business page on Instagram. That's at To Her Perfection.
At this point, Kiana, you know, I have to put you on the spot a little bit. I want you to give young persons in your age group, you know, some words of encouragement and motivation for those who, they may have an interest in the field, they probably do it, they've never charged anybody fee, they didn't think people would pay for that kind of service. What would you say to them?
Okay, to my young folks out there, I would tell you to don't give up, keep pushing. It's never easy, I would say that. It wasn't easy for me. You will always have the hate comments, you will always have that fight in the back of you, the haters as we may say, but ignore it and keep pushing. Go for what you want, get up and get it, as we say these days, get up and get it. That's the only way you can make it. And if you have a vision, go for your vision. Don't let nobody else tell you that you can't do it, because in your head, in your heart, in your soul, you know that you can do it. So keep focused, pray, always keep the Lord close to you, because without Him, nothing is possible. And trust me, you'll make it out there.
All right, I see Grandpa getting excited there from the time we talk about keeping the Lord close to you. Folks, we are chatting here this morning with Kiana, and yes, Kiana, this is a good time to shout out. I'm sure they are screaming with excitement. Auntie Carissa, Auntie Leisha, Troy out there, the entire team really lending support. And you know, it speaks fundamentally to the importance of supporting what young persons do and giving them that kind of drive and encouragement every step of the way. I've had the benefit, Kiana, from baby coming right up, and certainly very proud, very proud. Kiana, anybody you want to shout out this morning and say hello to or thank for their contribution in your life?
My whole family, thank you.
The entire team. You see, she's playing it safe. I would do that too. She's playing it safe this morning. She want to extend appreciation to the entire family. So folks, we want to remind you, for those persons, you still have an opportunity to contribute to the hamper drive. The contact information is 742-6919, or you can make contact with her via To Her Perfection, in terms of via, it's on Instagram, right? Via Instagram, To Her Perfection, to connect with Kiana, a young person doing great things, and we continue to celebrate youth excellence here on the Tobago Updates morning show. Thank you very much, Kiana.
You're welcome.
All right, folks, at this point we prepare to go to a break, and we just want to remind you, thank you as well for the love and support via the live, and those of you joining us via Gael, the channel, as well as M&E TV, connecting with us not just in Tobago, within Trinidad and Tobago, as well as across the region. Folks, we want to remind you to continue to share the live, share the live, share the live.
The Grinch has gone greener. In TNT, we love to lime and laugh a lot, but our waste hurts the earth, and that has got to stop. Good thing for those going greener, stepping up to save the day. Everyday heroes in their own way. You too can show you care. Recycle aluminum, plastic, glass, and Tetra Paks with iCare. Gather up the empties. Take them to your nearest iCare spot. They're all across the country. Check iCare TT and let's clean up. Help clear our drains and landfills. Stop the flood. So simple to do good. Recycle now with iCare. Let's all do our part. Show Sweet TNT we love you with all of our heart. Visit iCare TT for more info.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning,
Candace.
Good morning, morning. Good morning, morning.
Good morning, Tobago. I am Candace Jackson, and I am coming to you live on Buku Bay on top of a horse. And you may be asking yourselves, why is Candace on a horse this morning, and this very, very beautiful morning? Well, I am here to talk about Healing with Horses, a Christmas pageant. So I'm here also with Miss Veronica Mars, who is the founder of Healing with Horses and the owner of these wonderful, these beautiful creatures. Miss Veronica Mars, good morning, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Pleasant good morning. I feel so honored to have you here today on Kalakunshin. I'm with Simbu. Yes, my name is Veronica Densela Fortune. I'm the founder of Being and Healing with Horses. And today we have something magical happening at the community fields in Buko, the Christmas Village Market.
Yes. All right, so tell us a little bit about this Christmas Village Market and why you, Tobago, should come in and be a part of it.
Because we would like to get you in touch with the magical healing power of horses. And we would love for our specially able children and adults to be able to continue the free therapy we are giving. And therefore, that's a little charity event where we have about 20 vendors at the basketball court in Buko. And then we have the 12 equines. So we have 11 horses and 1 pony here today. And we personally sell our beautiful calendar. So that's our 2022 calendar where we have all our beautiful horses featured.
And folks, this calendar is one of the best calendars you can have. The pictures are very, very gorgeous. Just think about it. Horses on the beach. Each horse has a different month there for you all.
I know. And you know, Candice, I need to mention our sponsors as well.
Of course.
Community development. At the other side, the Division of Youth and Sports Affairs, Ms. Sanchez, I need to let her know that we are eternally grateful. And as well, our Contractors Limited, who are right now building new drains in Buko, they are sponsoring the Friday event. Yeah, and then we have a private sponsor who is sponsoring today's event. Because to keep up a horse, it's about 2,500 TTs a month.
Yes.
And we have 12 of them. So we are grateful. Thank you.
All right, so now tell us a little bit about how special some of your horses are, especially the one that I'm riding. Her name is Capuchin.
So Kala Kunshin. Kala means
sorry.
black, yes. She was born in Landsformé in 1998. She's now 23 years old. And she came to us in 2008, in January. And we walked her down from Landsformé because we don't have horse trailers. So it was a 15 hours walk, and we introduced her then to Buko, and she started to really like it because she was alone in Landsformé. And here she met Shavari and Shavari and Jennifer. And now we have 12 of them here, so it's a big family, and you're going to meet all of them at the community fields today. So we have big white ones like Mr. Zimbu. He was born in Brazil. And he came to us in 2013 for rehabilitation. And, I always say, actually we are a horse sanctuary. We're not a riding stable. And I think half of our horses are retired, Yes. We are giving them the best we can. We have them, supporting the photo shootings. We have them grooming. We do include them in our family life. We always say, the horses, they're part of the family,
Yes. And I want you to tell me a little bit about how horses can help with your mental state. Because, of course, we know your mental health is very, very important. And one of the things that is so important that you guys do here in Tobago is that through the horses, you help persons who are struggling mentally. So tell me a little bit about how that comes about and what can horses do for us?
Yes. So in this time, especially now in the pandemic, we deal a lot with anxiety and people overthinking, people not feeling happy and healthy again within their own body. Being in the presence of horses and, my personal experience, like yesterday, I was grooming most of the herd members for 6 hours. It just brings you at peace of mind. And some things in life is hard to explain, and this is also why we invite the community today free of charge to feel it. So while we are grooming, communing with the horses, meeting them, it gives us this feeling of contentment. And look at them. Look at Kalakunshin. Look at Simbu.
God, it is wonderful to be able to ride her. So wonderful. And look at how pretty her hair is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let me say, folks, this is an experience. And think about it. You're getting to ride a horse on the beach.
Maybe we can even do that this afternoon, 1 or 2 horses. We also want to thank the Ministry of Health and Wellness. We have been allowed to go on the beach throughout the pandemic with 2 horse handlers to bring the horses on the beach. And it is very important for their physical and mental well-being to have them looking as they look right now. Yeah. A little bit again for this afternoon. I would like you guys to know that you, beside free horseback riding, you can also have a free face painting and we have other beautiful surprise activities. And that everything is happening from 1 until 6 o'clock this afternoon. 1 until 6 o'clock as well Fridays. So if you don't have time today, come out on Fridays from 1 until 6 o'clock to the Buko Christmas Village event at the Buko community field beside the school.
Of course. And you don't need to be a rider, or you don't need to have any experience at all to get on a horse, right?
The horses feel so at home, you know, they feel so it, and you will soak up all that peace for your Christmas season, hopefully.
That's great. Well, folks, that's it from us here on Buku Beach, on top of these gorgeous, gorgeous creatures. And I am encouraging you guys to come down on Friday and on Saturday as well and be part of this event. Because, you know, maintaining horses, it's not cheap. And, you know, Healing for Horses does a lot of work here with people in Tobago, and they need all the support and help that they can get. Okay?
So thank you, Ria, and thank you, Julian, for having us on boarding. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful Christmas holiday season, a wonderful 2022.
Great. Yes, folks, and I'm just going to be shooting it back to studio now, and I am going to go and enjoy these horses for just a little bit more on the beach. So that's it from me on Buku Beach.
Thank you very much, dear Ria. Ooh, I feel like we need to get on those kind of interviews.
Exactly. Thank you, Candice. Thank you, Veronica. And, you know, all the best to you guys as well. Julian, I'm wondering why Candice is having all the fun this morning.
Well, Candice and Veronica certainly had fun out there, and we really want to encourage people to go out and support. Ria, we'll probably have to visit the event on Friday, perhaps.
Yes.
And folks, you know, you're not in studio with me, but in fact, if you get Ria's full outfit today, you're not going to see it. Ria is dressed, you know, dressed for that interview. Ria has on her black boots, black fitted jeans to match in with this top. Exceptional, but we're just going to give you the top and the pearls for now.
Oh boy, I tell you,
Oswald, well done.
Talk about sell out.
So Ria, what segment are we going to next?
Well, we are going into this day in Tobago history, but Julian, there's a particular way you say it. You call Devon's name, you say Devonadana. There's a particular way.
So this is the point where we call on it, folks. It's this day in Tobago history. Devonadana?
This day in Tobago history. Did you know that on December 23rd, 1885, the Barbados paper reported on the grave state of medical affairs at the hands of the DMO in Tobago? According to the Times, a Bajan newspaper dated the 23rd of December, 1885, quoting the News, which was a Scarborough-based newspaper, 136 years ago today, Robert Anderson's removal from District Medical Office Number 1, which included Scarborough, was made imperative by his treatment of Jane Dryce. The story of Jane, also known as Blackie Mamby, was recounted in Susan Craig's The Evolution of Society in Tobago, 1838 to 1900. Craig details how Blackie died during childbirth late in 1885, as outlined in the Scarborough and Bajan newspaper. Jane went into labor, but was also experiencing fits. Her mother, Sarah Mamby, walked many miles to find the DMOs without success, since two of them were out of their districts. When she did finally find one of the DMOs, Robert Anderson, he refused to visit Blackie. Post-1838, after the end of apprenticeship period in Tobago, there were not many coins in circulation on the island. Money wages were very small and most always supplemented by access to land and other payments in kind. As a result, in pleading with Mr. Anderson, Sarah Mamby offered to pay his fees little by little, as was custom. Anderson refused, demanding that his payment be guaranteed in cash before he visited Blackie. The Scarborough-based newspaper The News commented on Anderson's surpassing heartlessness, calling for his dismissal on account of such a heinous offense. Up until this time, there were 3 petitions signed by people from all walks of life requesting that Anderson not be DMO. You've been watching This Day in Tobago History. My name is Devon Adana. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Devon
Devon.
Adana. See, I tried it.
Devon, those were interesting times. Where was that commitment that doctors had to make, that no matter the circumstance, I will provide care?
Yeah, and it was actually Robert Anderson and our brother. So it was 2 of them who basically were almost like a plague on the island. They would, they would bring a lot of actions in court. They would bring at least 80 actions per year in court, the 2 of them. It really was not a good time in Tobago medically. It was probably one of the worst we've experienced in
and now we've
Tobago.
kind of fast forward to 2021, where there's a call for volunteers, so past medical personnel, those persons with medical skills, to give back. A very different time. And we're hoping that the response, is really a good one, because ultimately it's geared at helping Tobago to move forward.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Devon Adana.
No, thank you so much. Happy Christmas, Adam, to you both.
Devon, this is a quick question to you before you run out. Has the cleaning started at your household?
Yes, and my cobweb broom sitting right next to me.
Devon, how it sound like that cobweb broom sitting there for morning after morning?
Actually, yes, we're doing some a little bit of reno here. So I'm waiting until, they finish to whip everybody into shape and get the boys on board with, the cleaning.
All right then. Thank you very much, Devon Adana.
All right. And there was Devon. I love the way you say the name Devon Adana. And we always get a little snippet of what would have happened in the past that would have shaped our future for things that we see today.
And it's a good opportunity, and I want to go on to the live a bit. Curly in Sandy Mora, Devon Adana loved This Day in Tobago History. We learn so much. So, it's a very good response. So persons recognize that this segment is meeting its objective rear, where you get an opportunity to learn about Tobago.
I see someone is also saying, wow, the past THA refused free services from the US-based physicians.
So, in terms of moving forward, this is the opportunity to be able to give back. So I hope that we can make all the necessary communications to the benefit of Tobago. Because really, this is a challenging time that we're in. Very challenging time treating with the pandemic. It is clear to me that the scare tactics are not working. People are not even paying attention to the numbers as we did a year ago.
Yeah.
And therefore, quite naturally, we have to look at what additional strategies can we utilize. And that's the challenge that's out there to the entire medical team, led by the Secretary, Dr. Faith B. Isbell. They now have to come up with that consideration of, what's the best approach, particularly in our Tobago space.
How do we move forward? How do we move forward? Well, Julian, we just want to remind our viewers of some of our sponsors. Here, Sanctuary, House of Norma, yes.
We also have the Port Mall continuing to support. Yes, folks, we coming to you live from the Port Mall in Scarborough, and the courts as well.
That's right, and the Phone Aid. Okay, Phone Aid, and we've got these lovely tablets. Julian, you can hold up your tablet.
Yes.
These lovely tablets.
Fully utilizing those devices.
Yes. Okay. Now we see Candace is back on with us.
Hi, Ria. Hi, Julian. How you all doing?
Hi, Candace. I thought you would be riding into that shot, speaking to us there on the microphone.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're not taking that chance.
I want to, but we're gonna go after the show is over.
All right, that's interesting. So how is it down there in terms of persons accessing the beach from 5 in the morning, Veronica?
Well, I mean, there are a few persons right now. Actually, Veronica, we just saw some persons coming in to go to the beach, just take their morning swim. People are taking advantage of the beaches being reopened. I know for all of us, it's such a blessing to be able to have such gorgeous beaches and be able to bathe now. Isn't that so, Veronica?
Absolutely. We had the last couple days a good amount of people. Yeah, so I think after 8 o'clock people would really come in. We'll see some more people even driving into the beach now here in Buko. And the families of Buko, they do enjoy the beaches. I see them, communities coming out.
That's great. So Julian and Ria, you guys need to come down here. The water is gorgeous this morning.
I know,
it is
Candice,
gorgeous.
I know.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not today. Just a little overcast.
It seems just right.
Yes.
Rihanna, I'm getting the feeling like Candice was probably in that water.
You know, Candice, I'm sure you're enjoying this.
I will be soon. I will be soon.
One of these mornings, Julia and I are going to appear on set with our towels on our shoulders, shades, hats, bathing suits, ready for the beach just after.
Yes, viewers, remember you heard it from Ria, not Julian, Ria. Folks, who want to continue to connect with those persons on the live this morning. Good morning to Anne-Marie James Henry, Elliot, Kellyanne Jones, Kelly George,
Tanessa Lawrence,
Tanessa, yes, Dwayne Lyons. Who else do we have in the lineup here this morning? Katia and Kwashi, Daniel Hodge,
Russell Morrison, Ken Jones sending greetings and being very proud of his daughter who was on set a little while ago.
You know, and we also have Dawn Dempster, Nigel Jewfield, Giselle Donaldson Yates. Good morning to you.
Shala Ramsey Roberts. Good morning to you and the household of Little Roberts.
Good morning, good morning. We have Kuki Melville, Ria Orr, Cindy Taylor, on the live, Listra Belfon, our usual Latoya Anderson, Liesel James, all those persons viewing and enjoying the Tobago Updates morning show. This
Charles
is the dedicated segment. Yes, Ria?
Charles A. Scott is saying, I am coming, Veronica, in my shorts already. Go on, go through, Charles Scott. Lyndon Wilson says, good morning. Another good morning, Julian.
Yes, that's my cousin there,
okay.
Crystal Blessed O'Connor. Good morning to you as well. Good morning, Lyndon Wilson. Good morning to you as well
Wilson,
there.
Definitely. All right.
This has been a great morning, Ria. We in that Christmas season. We with the energy and the high, and we want to encourage each of you. Please, folks, remember we got to be safe.
All right, so as we wrap up, we just want to let you know that over the next 2 days, we're going to have some giveaways, some food, some really exciting times. It's Christmas coming up in just about 3 days, so we encourage you to be safe. And remember, it's all about family. In this year, if life has taught us anything, it is that we need to appreciate those around us. So,
Ria, I want to just quote one line. Hey, good morning, Lavwin Simon, also joining in on the live. I want to quote one line from Tanessa, because that's how we do it on the Tobago Updates morning show. We could always expect Tobago Updates to be different, and that's correct, because we want to connect with you while you sit there to enjoy what we provide for you, putting out Tobago content. Ria?
That's right. Well, viewers, have a great day. Stay safe on the roads. Remember to wear your mask, sanitize, and socially distance. We're really socially
I
distanced.
know. Bye-bye, folks.
Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This world is getting so cold. I wanna keep running like a soldier. Somebody must have touched my soul, 'cause there ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, 'cause everybody's getting so lazy. Don't want nobody touch my hair, 'cause a lot of sisters acting too crazy. And them not tough like this, rough like this, and them not nice like this. Some can't take it when you talk true sense. Rather hear the words I glorify nonsense.